Today we have with us Mr. Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra. He is the Executive Director, West Bengal, and the Designate Director, HR, at Indian Oil Corporation Limited. To, on the behalf of VG Som family, we extend a warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So are we. So we have very few questions for you. Can we get on with that?
Yeah, sure.
So the first question that I have for you today is IOCL, as we all know, is the largest enterprise in India and is also in the public sector. Now, being in the public sector, you do tend to require a constant, steady flow of talent, because in that case, as we today knew that from the primary objective is nation building. For such a big motive, we need a steady flow of talent. So how does IOCL ensure that? Like, how are you choosing the right person for the right job?
See, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. That's great, and my interaction was also very good. So, coming back to this particular question, yes, IOC does require, not only as a public sector, as a commercial enterprise also, it requires talents to take it forward. So what we normally do, we choose the talent or to choose the persons with right aptitude. See, that is one thing which we are focusing on, the right aptitude and the right attitude for doing the work in a public sector environment. The environment is not different. I mean, it's a commercial environment finally. But at this same time, we got to look at the perspective of working, not only on a motive of working. So that is how we try to choose with the right aptitude and right attitude. But more so, we are trying to build our people or make our people empowered to continue with this activity. So that's something which we create a balance between our recruitment as well as our training or our empowering people.
So, sir, how does it differ between like the public sector? There must be some difference. So what are those key differences? If you could highlight a few.
Exactly. Okay. Basic difference would not be very much. Okay. Yeah. Basic difference, because every company as a commercial, I mean, I told during our interactions today also that finally at the end of the day, we are a commercial organization. So we have to keep our commercial interest intact. And at the same time, the person concerned had to have an aptitude for service should be there in the blood of that particular person. I mean, that's something which we are there. We have a system of recruitment in which we are doing it directly from institutes, few institutes. We also are recruiting through the gate. People are applying and then we are shortlisting people and doing it. But at the end of the day, for us, talent is a combination of attitude and aptitude with basic knowledge which is required.
Okay. Thank you, sir. It was a really elaborate answer in a very few words. Second question that I have for you today is, we're aware that you were a part of IOCL and you led IOCL to a position of market dominance in Mauritius. But if we go out in the public, if we ask what is a PSU, it's perceived to be a domestic player. So what do you give? What are your key mantras for a PSU if they want to succeed in international lands?
First of all, I would like to clear that doubt about PSUs. I think I must again, at the cost of repetition, must say that PSU is finally a commercial organization, and particularly as far as Indian Oil is concerned, we are definitely placing ourselves to be a global energy player, a leading global energy player. So when we are talking about that, we do want that we should be placed everywhere outside as well. And the main mantra, if you are looking at it, anybody, when you got to adapt to the culture of that particular country. That's very, very important. See, I think I must sell that example that when we are in India, we always boast of that we are the largest company in the country. But when I landed up in Mauritius, although it's a very small country, then we had Royal Dutch Shell operating there, Total operating there, or Engen, which is the African arm of Petronas, operating there. So that means they are much larger company than ours, and their cultures, their system are different. So the best mantra for anybody, irrespective of whether it's a public sector or a private sector who is going abroad or going into a foreign soil, is that you please adapt to that particular culture. You change your system or change your way of looking at things accordingly, and tailor-made your strategies to that particular environment, and then it will be succeed. First of all, you have to, I feel very strongly that you have to accept that you are one part of it, you are part of that particular environment, and accordingly take everybody along, whoever are your local boys and local girls. You have to take them along and then go forward and do it. So otherwise, if you don't let go that baggage which you have as a domestic player, you will not succeed.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us that adaptation is the key to everything. And lastly, very simple question. How was your interaction with the students here at VG-SOM, and what is your message for them?
Absolutely brilliant. I think I have gone back some 20 years at least back in my age. It was so beautiful to see so many young faces and inquisitive faces, rather, I will put it that way. It was very good. My only message, for everybody will be that be yourself. Know your strengths, know your positive points, and cash on them. And I think I would repeat and repeat and repeat, please never give up. Life gives you chances. Please go for it. Never ever give up.
Thank you so much, sir, for these pearls of wisdom, and I will make sure that I'm always myself, and so does everyone who watches this video.
Thank you. That would be the best return gift for me.
Thank you so much, sir, for this interview.
Thank you very much.